The fence running along the U.S. border in Tsawwassen is just under 2 weeks old, but these signs warning people not to build or plant trees within 3 meters of the boundary have been here for years.
Whoever put up this fence was obviously now reading this placard, which is almost right next to the fence. It's so ironic what the city of Delta did.
Delta city engineers put the fence up at the recommendation of police after an elderly man wandered across the border and died late last year. It's now under investigation by the International Boundary Commission.
The city of Delta should know this, right?
This immigration lawyer says it might be violating a centuries-old agreement called the Treaty of Ghent. The agreement ended the War of 1812 and sought to preserve the integrity of boundaries separating the U.S. and Canada, then a British colony.
And it said that there was supposed to be no structures within 10 feet of either side of the 49th parallel. The Canadian government, directly through the municipality of Delta, has violated the Treaty of Ghent.
But not everyone interprets the treaty that way.
The Treaty of Ghent doesn't mention fortifications.
This historian says the Treaty of Ghent is vague and the fence likely violates what's called tree cuts, an historic policy that keeps the border vista clear from coast to coast.
It's to make the border visible. Right? If you build walls next to the border, you can't see the boundary markers themselves. Border guards can't see if someone's actually crossing the line. These were created really early on in the border's history, long before the kind of surveillance today.
The IBC won't comment on the investigation, but residents who say the fence obstructs a prized international meetup spot feel vindicated.
This is a symbol that we don't, or at least I don't want, between our friends in Canada and Delta and Point Roberts.
Meanwhile, Delta's mayor says council was never consulted about the fence and are expected to vote unanimously to remove it on Monday. Jon Hernandez, CBC News, Delta.